Well, the Marvel DC Amalgam Age is about to be reborn. As many of you know, a new omnibus is coming later this year, and now we have our first peek from Jim Lee and some absolutely stunning covers for the series. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the series, the legendary event, and these new covers from one of the industry's best artists. Now before we do that though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently, so you are in the know. Well, as a fan of comic books, I have to say one of the most interesting things ever was the DC vs. Marvel event. The series kicked off in February of 1996 and pitted both worlds' heroes against each other, spawning a new universe of heroes called the Amalgam Universe. Now, I've linked to the original series down below. If you've never seen it, you absolutely have to check it out. Now, back in February, DC Comics actually announced that they plan to release the DC vs. Marvel Omnibus and a DC/Marvel and Amalgam Age Omnibus this upcoming August. Now, all of these books and crossovers are pretty hard to find even up to this day, and due to their publishing nature, they're not too available, so fans are pretty happy when they found this out. But we haven't really gotten a lot of news for a little while. Now, recently, legendary comics artist Jim Lee finished his covers for both of these collections, and I have to say, they look absolutely awesome. So let's not really beat around the bush, we'll check them both out and talk about them a little bit. Now, this first cover is the Marvel vs. DC Omnibus cover, and basically features a lot of the classic heroes from both universes simply duking it out. Now, this is classic Jim Lee art, and I really do like what I see here. Watching Marvel and DC pit their greatest heroes against each other has always been something that comic book fans have talked about since, well, playground days. And this cover captures it perfectly and completely embodies the spirit of that sort of rivalry. Now, the second cover, though, is, well, quite cool, because it comes from the Amalgam Universe Omnibus and features many of those alternate heroes. Let's check that out. Now, this is pretty much a pretty complete team, featuring Diana Prince, Spider-Boy, Super Soldier, Darkclaw, Doctor Strangefate, Thanoside, Thorian, Iron Lantern, and of course, Lobo the Duck. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this series, it was an absolute blast, and honestly something I don't think will happen ever again. Overall, I think the covers are pretty great. They're not the best thing Jim Lee has ever done, but they are definitely eye-catching and pretty impressive art pieces. I would actually love to have the Amalgam Universe in a poster format. Something we could frame would be absolutely perfect. There's simply not enough material associated with this universe and a massive fan base that has been clamoring for more for decades. Hopefully this inspires DC and Marvel Comics to once again team up and maybe do another set of Amalgam Comics or another Versus event. I think fans would respond pretty positively and honestly would give them what they want, which is to make a lot of money. If this actually happens, we're going to have to wait and see.